Lord Ram, Bhagwan, Dev, Allah, Khuda, etc. are the names of one supreme God. What is He like? Where does He live? How is He attained? Who has seen Him? To remove all these questions permanently, must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
The narrator of Gita says, Arjun, you and I have been born several times. You do not know, I know. These deities do not know regarding my birth because I am their originator. Who is the narrator of Gita? He is devil. He is Brahma, Sarpurush. He is the same who gave knowledge of Quran Sharif. He never comes in front of anyone. He has taken a pledge. He remains hidden like thieves. He is telling that he is born, but the saints and deities who are born from me do not know about my birth. Children do not know about father's birth. The grandfather can tell. So that grandfather, the complete God, Allahu Akbar, the supreme power, Paramakshar Brahma, told about this Brahma himself that this narrator of Gita and Quran also has birth and death. See, this is pious Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It's translated by Jai Dayal Goenka, published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. This is chapter number 2, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, verse number 12. The narrator of Gita says, it wasn't that I was not there before, or you were not there, or these rulers were not there. Neither it's like that we will not be there in the future. Okay. Now I will show you chapter number 4, verse 5 and 8. See, this is chapter number 4, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Verse number 5. Here is its translation of 5. Gita narrator says, O Parantap Arjun, you and I have been born several times. You do not know all, but I do know. Now, in chapter number 4, verse 9, Gita narrator says, my birth and deeds are divine. They are supernatural. Look here, chapter number 10, verse number 2. What does he say about my creation? That is, the narrator of Gita was also born. They have wrongly translated. These God and saints are unaware about my creation because in all ways I am the reason for their birth. So, it is clear that Dr. Zakir Naik gave the reference of Gita chapter number 10, verse number 3 to prove his God, the narrator of Quran Sharif, as Allah, and that he is never born. For that, he referred reference of Gita chapter number 10 and verse number 3.
Viewers, you just heard the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. And now, let's hear the views of Muslim religious spokesman Dr. Zakir Naik.
Bhagavad Gita is the most famous book of Hindu religion. If you read Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 10, verse number 3, it says that God is never born to anyone and neither will. He is the most powerful.
Viewers, you just heard the views of Muslim religious spokesman Dr. Zakir Naik. And now, let's hear the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj.
Look here. He says, those knowledgeable people who consider me to be unborn, eternal and divine are relieved from all sins. He further says, on one hand, he says that He has birth and death. Here he says, those who consider me as unborn, unborn means he does not take birth, like when he was in Sri Krishna Ji's body and was narrating Gita. He said in chapter 7, verse 24-25 that I do not face anyone. This is my bad, cheap, firm rule. This is my worst hard rule. My birth and death are supernatural. How are his deeds supernatural, like he ordered from behind the curtain to Hazrat Muhammad ji for 50 namaz and then decreased to 5 without coming in front? This is how he says his deeds are supernatural. While being in Sri Krishna ji's body, he gave the knowledge of Gita, and that's why he claims to be unborn, since he is talking from Sri Krishna ji's body as a ghost. This is the meaning of unborn here. He clarifies in Gita chapter number 2, verse number 12, then Gita chapter number 4, verse number 5 and 9, then chapter number 10, verse number 2, that even deities are unaware of my birth because they are created by me. Supreme God is his creator, that Allahu Akbar, and in Gita chapter number 4 verse number 5 and 9, he himself says, Arjun, you and I have been born several times, you do not know, I know. Hence Gita ji proves that rebirth happens, and this is the reality. Dr. Zakir Naik ji has also given reference from Vedas in his support that the same is written in its verses as well.
Viewers, you just heard the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj. And now, let's hear the views of Muslim religious spokesman Dr. Zakir Naik.
Like a caterpillar walks up a blade of grass and jumps to another blade, same way a soul throws away the old body and enters a new body. A common Hindu understands about samsara: a person is born and then he dies, he is born again and dies again, he is born again and dies again. This is the cycle of birth, death and rebirth. But nowhere it is mentioned in Vedas. Nowhere. Vedas refer about rebirth. Punarjanam means next birth. Birth means birth. Next birth, Punarjanam. Correct meaning of Punarjanam is next birth, to which Islam has no objection. We also believe in Punarjanam, in next birth, but not the Punarjanam which Hindus believe in as per samsara. We do not believe in cycle of birth, death or rebirth. We only believe in next life. In English, Punarjanam means next birth, next life, and it is written in Rig Veda, book number 10, chapter number 16, verse number 4 and 5. Punarjanam is mentioned, but there is no reference of the cycle of birth, death or rebirth. So when we read Vedas, we get to know that there is another life. If you do good deeds and correct worship in this life, then you go to heaven. Heaven is referred as a peaceful place, a safe place beneath which flows rivers of milk, rivers of honey. There are fruits and there is peace. If you do not do good deeds and correct worship in this life, then you go to hell. And Vedas often refer it as a fire-like place.
Thank you, Dr. Zakir Naik. I would like to tell my name is Dr. Verma and I have read Quran Sharif, Bible. I have also studied Vedas. I found everything good in Quran, but one thing is not clear to me till now. Hindu says that we are born and Quran says that dead will be brought back to life. These two things I have not understood. Hindu followers say that we are born. I saw this on Discovery Channel as well. And secondly, as per Quran, dead will be made alive at the end. I have asked this from a lot of people, but no religion could explain, one which believes in birth and the other which does not believe that dead will be made alive again. I request you to explain this through Quran and your thoughts. Thank you.
Dr. Saab asked a good question. He read Quran Majid and accepts everything except one or two things. Quran Sharif talks about death, that dead will be again made alive in the end, while Hindus believe in rebirth, and he saw on Discovery Channel about rebirth. Vedas are considered to be the greatest book for Hindu. Vedas also talk about Puna, which in Sanskrit language means next, again. Therefore, Puna means next birth, next life, and if you read Quran Sharif, a lot of ayats tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you a life. You were not there initially. You were given life and you came on earth, then you will die, and in the end, you will be made alive. We believe that we come on this earth only once, and the next life is the end. Similarly, Vedas refer about rebirth, next life, same as it is written in Quran.
Viewers, you just heard the views of Muslim religious spokesman Dr. Zakir Naik. And now, let's hear the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj.
Now they do not believe in rebirth. They say that once you are born, then whichever way your death is decided by God and it happens, then you will be buried in the graves. Okay? And on doomsday means when there will be destruction of the whole world, there will be no earth, means there will be dissolution of all things, there will be no sky. Then you all will be taken out from those graves and you will be made alive. All those who obeyed the knowledge giver of Quran Sharif and continued worshipping according to his instructions will go to heaven, but those who didn't obey to him, remained alienated, did nuisance, will go to hell. They call heaven as Bahisht and hell as Dozak. Then forever they will not be born. This is their belief. Whose? Muslim brothers.
Is it nowhere mentioned anywhere in Vedas about birth, death, birth, death, birth, death? Nowhere it's written. This is my challenge.
Dr. Zakir Naik ji has given reference of Vedas in his support. That same is written in so and so verses as well. Let's show you in the Vedas. Look. Rigved Samhita. Editor is Vedmurti Taponist Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya. Rigved Samhita. In easy Hindi, including meaning. They are the publishers. They are the printers. Look. Rigved, Mandal number 10, Sukt number 16, verse number 1. O God, without troubling this dead soul, Agni Dev means God, perform ritual without destroying this soul. O omnipresent God, when the fire burns this body, send this dead soul near ancestors. Look, Dr. Zakir Naik ji is trying to prove that after death, this soul doesn't get rebirth and goes to ancestors. Okay? Next, we read mantra number 1. Now 2. O God, when you completely burn this dead. Dedicate this dead soul to ancestors. When this dead becomes alive again, he should focus only on worship. When he takes a body again, Dr. Zakir Naik is trying to align to their belief that we also believe that once after death, after doomsday, all will be made alive, then they will remain above forever. He is taking its similarity from Rigved. Look, Rigved, Mandal number 10, Sukta number 16, verse number 3. Verse number 3 will read now, O dead person, your life and eyes should be connected. With air and sun, you should attain heaven, earth, and water according to your good deeds. If your well-being is contained in trees and plants, then you enter your soul in their body. It's proved from this that, O dead person, according to your good deeds, when your life and eyes connect air and sun, and when you attain heaven, earth, or you become aquatic, or a tree, plant, then you, for your own vested well-being, you can enter your soul in their body. Now look, Zakir Naik is taking these verses in his support, that in Rigved Mandal number 10, Sukt number 16, verse number 1 to 5, it's said there is no rebirth, we just go up there. It's clearly said in them that as long as you are means ancestor or Pitar, you remain in Pitralok, then according to your deeds, if you are to go to heaven, you will go there. And after heaven, based on your deeds, you may come as human on earth, or you become an aquatic creature like a fish or frog, etc. Or if your deeds are of a plant, then you enter there, take birth again. Next, we read number 4, Rigved Mandal number 10, Sukta number 16, verse number 4. O God, the dead, who is divine's element, you bake him sharp with your power, make him strong from your fire. O omniscient, means God, with your healing powers, take this person to the place of good souls according to deeds of the soul. Take him to the place where good souls live or birth on earth based on his deeds. But there will be rebirth. Next on number 5, Rigved Mandal number 10, verse number 5, you are reading, O the Lord of Fire, what you receive as the Holocaust, you again put same in existence for the Pitras, O the omniscient Lord of Fire. Whatever life remains of him, you make him alive again. He should have a body, he should get birth again. Again he should have a body, he should get birth again, hence proved. It's proved that there is rebirth of the soul according to his deeds. He may attain Pitralok, heaven, then earth or aquatic creature or a tree or plant. We will clear the concept further. Look, Rigved translated by someone else, Rigved Mandal number 10, I will show you. From where is it published? Publisher is Sarvadeshik Arya Pratinidhi Sabha Maharishi Dayanand Bhavan, Ramlila Ground, New Delhi. He is the translator and they are the printers. I will show you Rigved, Mandal number 10, Sukta number 16, verse number 2. It's written that God, after death, when you reward the soul based on his deeds to parents, means there is rebirth. And when the soul gets life, he is bounded by these senses. I will show you Rigved Mandal number 10, Sukta number 16, verse number 3. After death, O man, your eyes are received by the sun, soul to the air. According to your deeds, soul goes to topmost bright place or earth, means rebirth. It goes to earth as well, based on your deeds and karma. The soul goes to water, maybe in herbs or plants form as well. Verses which Dr. Zakir Naik ji had taken in his support, that even Vedas say there is only one birth and then you go to above eternal places, but the actual meaning is what the slave has told you, that there is rebirth. They have made it final that you are born now, and when you will die, you will be buried in graves. Then on doomsday, in the end, Allah, with His word power, will make you all alive. Those who are to go to heaven and hell will go there respectively. This is the end, then nothing will happen. This is the belief of Muslims. This has never happened earlier. It will happen only once. This is final. Had it happened before, birth and destruction would have happened, then it automatically means that rebirth happened. They do not believe in rebirth. Absolutely not. By souls, what will we do of that heaven? Millions of years we were buried in those graves. Someday when there will be destruction of the whole world, then we will be taken out. We are worst captives, have suffered so much, now either we go to hell or to heaven. What worst hell can be than this? But what is the reality? That there is rebirth. So the principle of Dr. Zakir Naik ji is proved wrong, that there is no rebirth and that it's written in your books. The intention of this slave is not to insult someone or to show someone superior or inferior. The intention is only to show you true path and to make you understand the holy books. Till now, we have been given verbal references. God has blessed this slave and you, pious souls. He helped make such equipment through which you yourself can see and believe otherwise. They were fooling us. These Qazis, Mullahs, Pandits, Saints, Brahmans, and others. They had no knowledge and we used to consider them intelligent because they were fluent and used to give reference of all holy books, misguided all. Similar is the condition of the spiritual knowledge Dr. Zakir Naik. He does not even know ABC of spirituality and fooling all humans, and others who agree to him, they are spoiling their life. I urge them to rethink and see their holy books, listen carefully to the spiritual discourses of this slave, match it with their holy books and get away from him. We should unite. We do not want to make Muslims or Hindus, Sikhs or Christians. We want to show you the true path, which is for human welfare. That path is with the slave. Come and accept it and get your well-being done. Simple. Dr. Zakir Naik ji promised that if someone will prove him wrong, he will change himself. I challenge, prove me wrong, I will change my religion. So, pious souls, we do not tell to change religion, we only tell to change the way of worship. Dr. Zakir Naik ji answered this to a question. One sister questioned, everyone considers his religion to be superior. Then how do you say Islam is superior? Dr. Zakir Naik ji replies, like a rural girl meets an urban girl and tells 2 plus 2 equals 5, and the urban girl who knew correctly says no, 2 plus 2 is not 5, it's 4. So, whatever education the parents of the rural girl gave her, they did not know mathematics. They taught her wrong. 2 plus 2 equals to 5, which is wrong. So, if the rural girl tells the urban girl that your 2 plus 2 equals 4 is also correct, and my 2 plus 2 equals 5 is also correct, both are correct in their own sense, what will you say? So, the sister who questioned said 2 plus 2 equals 4 is correct. Similarly, Dr. Zakir Naik ji says that he is teaching correct 2 plus 2 means giving exact spiritual knowledge. Dr. Zakir Naik ji, you are also teaching 2 plus 2 equals to 5. 2 plus 2 equals to 4 is with this slave. Come and receive it. Now, pious souls, you need to understand, these fake religious leaders will misguide you. They are not your well-wishers. They want their personal benefits. They are least bothered about public. But you understand your holy books, which the slave is showing you, explaining to you if there is any fault. Tell me you are wrong here. If any saint in whole world says I have said wrong about them, then I will resign as a saint. They lie entirely. They do not have any truth. They have misguided whole world. This is what he is doing. God comes bodily. He is Kabir. Allahu Akbar. God Kabir, he gives true knowledge, but we do not identify him because we are misguided. God himself did not come but sent the slave, pious souls. Get your well-being done and achieve salvation. Satguru Dev ki jai ho.
Namaskar viewers, you are watching our special program Discussion on Spiritual Knowledge. Viewers, Jagat Guru Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj had happily accepted the challenge of religious spokesman Dr. Zakir Naik Ji and had invited him for a live debate between 9th March to 14th March for a discussion on spiritual knowledge. But Dr. Zakir Naik Ji, who thumps his chest and challenges others for debate, refused to participate with an excuse that first, complete information regarding the program should be sent to him. We had already sent complete information related to the program. After he said so, we again sent him complete information and gave him time till 23rd March, but Dr. Zakir Naik Ji did not participate second time as well as in the discussion. After that, we fixed time till 4th April, the third slot, but Dr. Zakir Naik Ji did not participate for the third time in this spiritual debate that was planned for public interest. This compelled us to take his thoughts from his DVDs and cassettes. Therefore, today we are taking his thoughts from his DVD cassettes and Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj's thoughts from his video recordings. From 19th June to 24th June, we will make you aware of their thoughts on each aspect. Viewers, after seeing this discussion, you yourself will have to decide as to what is true and what is untrue. We will give time to Dr. Zakir Naik Ji from 19th June till 24th June. During this time, he can come whenever he wants and share his views to public for everyone's interest. So let's start discussion on spiritual knowledge and know Dr. Zakir Naik's and Jagat Guru Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj's spiritual thoughts.
दंडवतम गोविंद गुरु बंधु अभिजन सोए पहले भये प्रणाम तिन नमो जो आगे होए.
Pious souls, when you will have true spiritual knowledge, then you will know that we all are children of one God. We are not different. Some say, like the devotees of pious Hindu religion say, that Hindu religion is good. And Muslim devotees say Muslim religion is superior, it's the best.
I challenge, I claim with certainty that no one in this whole world can prove any basic thing about Islam that is against humanity. That is my challenge. That is my challenge, that's my argument.
Devotees of Christianity say Christian religion is the best, and devotees practicing Sikhism say Sikh religion is the best. What do we say? What does the slave say about religion? That our race is living being, mankind is our religion, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian. There is no separate religion. Dr. Zakir Naik, the Muslim brother, says, to understand any religion, we should not see what the people of that religion do and say. For it, the religious books of that religion should be made the base. And the main book of Islam, the holy book, means the main book is Quran Sharif or Hadith. But Quran Sharif is the celestial book. They consider it as God-given. To understand Hindu religion, do not agree to what Hindus say and do, rather analyze Hindu religion based on their holy books. So, on the same basis, this slave urges Dr. Zakir Naik that let's examine the holy books of both the religions.
Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalam. Ala Rasulillahi wa ala ali musabin majma'in. Amma ba'd. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Kul, ya ahlal kitab, ta'alaw wala kalimatin sawa'in baynana wa baynakum. Allah na'budu illallah. Wala nushrika bihi shay'an. Wala yattakhiza ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah. Fa in tawallaw. فقولوا اشهدوا بأننا مسلمون. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Respected elders, my dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all in this gathering according to the Islamic way. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The topic of today's speech is similarities in Hindu religion and Islam. At the start of my speech, I gave reference of one verse from Quran Sharif, Surah number 3, Ayat number 64, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Kul, ya ahl al-kitab, say to the people of the book, Ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa'in baynana wa baynakum. Come, let's discuss which is common between you and us. The first thing is, Allah na'budu illallah. We should only worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only worship Almighty God. Wala nushrika bihi shay'an. We should not include anyone else except God. Wala yattakhiza ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah. We should not include anyone else as God except the Almighty God. Fa in tawallaw. If they turn back. فَقُولُوا اشْهَدُوا بِأَنَّا مُسْلِمُونَ. We witness that we are Muslims and we surrender and hand over all our consent to Allah. This verse of Quran Majid says, Kul ya ahl al-kitab, say to the people of the book, to Jews and Christians. This verse usually refers to ahl kitab, but usually this is many times used for non-Muslims as well. Allah says, Ta'alaw wala kalimatin sawa'in baynana wa baynakum. Let's discuss what is similar between you and us. The first thing is, Allah na'budu illallah. We should only worship one God. To understand any religion in this world, we should not see towards the followers of that religion. Because usually the followers themselves do not know what actually their religion and faith talks about. A good way, the best way to know about a religion and faith is to refer their religious books. Therefore, if we want to know about Hindu religion, then we should not look towards Hindus. We should refer to the religious books of the Hindus. And the supreme book, most sacred book of Hindu religion is Vedas. This Ved is the most valuable book of Hindu religion. Then are Upanishads, Puranas, Itihas, Manusmriti, but the most valuable is Veda. If we want to know Islam religion, then we should not look towards Muslims. We should refer religious books of Islam. And the most valuable book of Islam religion is Quran Majid. Quran Majid is the most valuable book of Islam religion. And most important book of Hindu religion is Ved. When we read Ved, it's written in Yajurved, part number 32, mantra number 3, Natasya Pratimasti. There is no statue, no sculpture of that god. No idol, no converse, no statue, no sculpture, no photography, no painting. It is mentioned in Yajurved, chapter number 40, mantra number 8, that there is no image of that god. Examine the god you worship, the Khuda you worship, based on these 4 ayats. If he gets success, then he is correct God, else not. Other religions, except Islam, usually believe in one philosophy that is called anthropomorphism. Anthropomorphism means God takes form. Except Islam, most of them believe that God once took form of a human being. Some religions believe God took human form several times. This is called anthropomorphism. If we analyze this further, their philosophy about anthropomorphism has one logic. There is a mantik of that philosophy, and they say that God, Ishwar, is so pious, so humble, so great, so unique, so loving and caring, that this God is unaware of human miseries. He is unaware of human helplessness. He does not know why humans are in trouble. Therefore, God took form of a human and came on earth to know what are human problems, what are human compulsions, what are human troubles. It is a good philosophy if we think about it. God, Ishwar, is so great, so humble, so pious, so merciful that he is unaware about human miseries. He is unaware about human helplessness. He is unaware about human problems. Therefore, God became a human to know what is good and what is bad for them, so that he may make a law for humans. It's a good philosophy if we think about it. But I say, if I made a DVD player, I am the inventor of the DVD player. Is it necessary for me to become a DVD player to know what is good or bad for the DVD player? Since I have made the DVD player, I am the inventor of the DVD player, I do not need to become the DVD player. What do? I write an instruction manual, a book to run the machine, to understand the machine, which in English is called instruction manual. I write an instruction manual that if you want to see a DVD, Then insert a DVD in the DVD player and press play button. If you want to fast forward it, press FF button. If you want to stop it, press stop button. Do not put this DVD player in water, else it will be damaged. Do not throw it from height, otherwise it will be damaged. I will write an instruction manual. I do not need to become the DVD player. Similarly, God, Ishwar, is the creator of humans. He is the originator of humans. Ishwar, Khuda, doesn't need to become a human. What does God, Ishwar, do? He sends an instruction manual. The last instruction manual sent by God for humans is...
Dr. Nayak is only lying, and by quoting wrong examples, he is fooling the world, innocent people, and increasing his followers by cracking jokes. He is zero in spiritualism. This example of Dr. Zakir Nayak is also absolutely waste. It is useless, it is baseless. He has sworn to only tell lies and nothing else. Dr. Zakir Nayak satisfies these innocent devotees by quoting wrong examples to make his wrong knowledge look superior. Dr. Zakir Nayak says that those who say God himself comes on earth in human body, in human form, and imparts spiritual knowledge, so Dr. Zakir Nayak ji says it is wrong. I do not believe this. Now what is he trying to tell? Like an engineer has made a DVD player, and for that he has made an instruction manual and sent that instruction manual, so that engineer doesn't need to become the DVD player. For that, he has sent the instruction manual. Everything is written in it. To forward, press button. To back, press button. To stop, press button. To play, press play button. Everything is written in it. So he says that engineer doesn't need to become the DVD player. He has sent the manual. He is trying to say that God has sent his message through Quran Sharif as the instruction manual for humans, and Allah made humans as tape recorder. Now to run that tape recorder, like how should humans live, what should they eat, how should they perform activities, all this has been written in the instruction manual, that is Quran Sharif. Why does God need to come in human form? Will the engineer want to become the DVD player? Or will he be able to? Means he's trying to say that it is quite impossible that God comes on earth to impart knowledge. Now pious souls, like the engineer made a DVD player, also the instruction manual. Now the DVD player cannot read the instruction manual itself. Humans are needed to read, operate, and tell about it. Now the chief engineer sent his junior engineer also the instruction manual. If that junior engineer doesn't understand the instruction manual, means what was briefed about the DVD player, if he doesn't understand, then that chief engineer also needs to come to make it clear. The capability of the junior engineer and the chief engineer is different, but they both resemble. Both are like human, but their capability is different. Similarly, on earth, when these junior engineers, means the religious spokesperson, do not clearly understand the instruction manual, means the holy books, then that chief engineer, means that Allahu Akbar, himself has to come and tell the actual knowledge because he knows it completely. So this example of Dr. Zakir Naik is absolutely waste, it is useless, it is baseless. He has so on that he will only lie and nothing else. Now, pious souls, that Allahu Akbar himself comes to impart the true knowledge and even sends his junior engineers and gives them instructions. If they do not understand, he himself also comes and tells them the reality. Do it like this. This means that now that Almighty has sent me his junior engineer to run the tape recorders like humans perfectly, and he has given that instruction manual himself, which is complete in all respect. Till now, whatever instruction manuals were available means the holy books were incomplete, because only the complete can only give complete. He himself can only describe his own creation, and for that the knowledge giver of Quran Sharif in Surat Furqani 25 ayat number 52 to 59 himself says, he is the creator who created the entire universe and sat on the throne on the seventh day. So the knowledge giver of Quran Sharif is not the creator. He isn't the creator of all creation. He is not the inventor of DVD player. Only the one who has made the DVD player knows and can make instruction manual. Means he only has told about complete religious scriptures, and that Almighty descends in every era, comes in every yuga. I will give you lot of evidences from Vedas and eyewitnesses by the great men that Almighty has a body. He descends and imparts actual knowledge on his own. Dr. Zakir Naik is lying, and by quoting wrong examples, he is fooling the world, innocent people, by cracking jokes. He is making people follow him.
Come, let us know the experiences of those devotees who have received initiation from Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji and are following the devotional path told by him.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
What's your name?
Mohammad Siraj Khan.
Mohammad Siraj Khan ji, where are you from?
I am from district Gaya, Bihar.
Mohammad Siraj Khan ji, when did you take initiation from Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
In 2013.
Mohammad Siraj Khan ji, what devotional practice or worship you used to do before coming to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
I used to do devotion from the Mamardan society, whatever our ancestors used to do, all like praying namaz, roza, fasting in Islam, celebrating Bakr Eid, celebrating Muharram, etc. I had also made a peer there. Before coming under the shelter of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji, I had attained 2 peers Ji and also used to do all the devotional that is prevalent in Muslim religion.
Then what was the reason that you come under the shelter of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Sir, the reason was that the peer with whom we were associated, in whose shelter we were, something like this felt that there was something wrong. Then there was one disciple of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj with whom I used to have conversation. Once it happened that our argument went on for a month. I was explaining my knowledge and he was explaining his knowledge. That disciple of Saint Rampal Ji Maharaj used to discuss his knowledge, and simultaneously he used to do Asur Nikandan Ramani and Sandhya Aarti. So I also used to listen to him, and when he used to cheer Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji Ki Jai, I also remember that. I thought I'll also cheer like this. So I started cheering Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji Ki Jai, Jai Kabir Paramatma Ki Jai, in my own way. Means in this way I remembered. I used to feel that I'm getting a lot of strength from inside. So I started feeling that I should cheer more. So I started cheering from the beginning. Then what happened one day, I went for duty and found some other book of Kabir Panthi was dropped. I picked it up as I'm not literate. So I was just looking at what is written there, and then the disciple of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj came and said, Sat Sahib Bhai. I also said, Sat Sahib Bhai. And then he said that, brother, why do you read this book? I'll give you the books you must read. That I asked, which book? He said, Gyan Ganga, and something like Hari Ai Haryane Nu. I said, although I'm not literate, but still you give it. I will try to read. After that, I bought that book home in evening. While giving that book, the disciple of Sant Rampalji Maharaj told me, brother, don't just think of it as a book, you are taking Allah with you. That time, I had full faith that whatever he is saying is correct. I was feeling like this, so I bought it at home. I'm not literate, so I was just looking at the book. My wife and children were laughing that dad does not even know how to read, and today he is reading a book. So I said, it's okay, I'm just looking at this book. As I heard earlier, there was a Kabir sect who used to speak with a book. This is also right. This is also right. So I also started doing it in the same way. It is also right, and by doing this, I learned how to read. Then slowly I started reading. Then, first of all, I read about the creation of the universe, and I felt that where was such good knowledge? The soul started crying from inside. At that time, while studying, I said to my wife that I will go to Sant Rampalji Maharajji's shelter. Till that, let me find something more. And a month had not passed before that our child's health had deteriorated. We lived in Bombay and I used to do sewing work. A couple of days before I brought the book, and after 2 days his health deteriorated. The disciple of Sant Rampalji Maharajji had told me while giving the book that, brother, if you ever face problems or anything, just pray while prostrating and your work will be done. So I remembered that thing. I prostrated immediately and opened the photo of Sant Rampalji Maharajji from the book and prostrated and prayed that, O God, you know we are blind. We do not know who you are, but I am searching for Allah. I am already searching, but we don't know whether we are in the right place or wrong place. Only you know today. We are praying from you that if you cure our child, then we will come to your shelter. By saying this and bowing down, I got up, and after 10 minutes, the such result came that I was surprised. He said, brother, your son is absolutely fine now. How is that possible? He thought that I had prayed something to the Peer in whose shelter I was earlier. He asked me, brother, have you prayed something with Peerji? I said, no, brother, I haven't prayed for anything from him. I had a book at home in which there was a photo of Sant Rampalji Maharajji, and I'd prayed to him only. Earlier we were Guru Bhai. So when I said something like this, he felt hurt and then kept quiet. But I have come to believe that only Sant Rampalji Maharaj is a God and our Allah, that the result has come within 10 minutes. At that time, we decided that now we will go to the shelter of Sant Rampalji Maharaj, no matter what the world will say. There used to be a lot of chickens in my house, and I started hating all of these meat and all. And after that, I asked a disciple of Sant Rampalji Maharaj to put a memory card on my mobile. I asked him to put Satsang so that I can listen. Then he took me to Sant Rampalji Maharajji's Barwala ashram, and I took initiation from Rampalji Maharajji.
Muhammad Siraj Khanji, what are the benefits you got after taking initiation from Sant Rampalji Maharajji?
Yes, I have got many benefits from the mercy of Sant Rampalji Maharajji, but I will tell you main benefits. My first benefit is that I told you earlier that our child's illness was cured. After that, my wife was suffering from piles. She was also cured by the mercy of God, by the mercy of Sant Rampalji Maharajji. And one more benefit happened. My wife had gone to suicide to the railway line due to anger. After I had taken initiation, there was a place of worship of Saint Rampalji Maharaj in the house. I prostrated at that place and prayed, Hey Lord, now the honor of this slave is in your hand. We have small children. If anything happens, they, your slave, will have no respect. After saying so much, I bowed down and got and went outside to see where she has gone. So I said she was coming home. She was crying and very nervous. Then I asked, "Why are you crying?" My wife started apologizing. Then I said, "Why are you apologizing to me? Apologize to God. I have prayed to Him for you. God, Saint Rampalji Maharaj, saved the life of our wife. There is one more benefit. My younger son used to sleep on the floor near the place of worship. One day he was sleeping in the night, and on the other bed next to him, our elder children were sleeping. There was a snake below the bed. It was sitting like this and hitting his hood, and while doing it, he died in front of Guruji's photo. Our children were sleeping there like nothing had happened. I could hear some voices, but I ignored that it must have been coming from outside. Then my younger daughter went there to clean with a broom. Then we saw what it was. Then we took it out and saw that a snake was sitting like this and had died after hitting it like that. One more benefit had happened. Due to the mercy of Bhagaji, Sant Rampalji Maharajji, that our eldest son got a complaint of stones. He also got cured by the mercy of God. This is the doctor's report of ultrasound. In ultrasound, doctor had told that there were 2 stones and suggested him operation. But by praying in the ashram of Saint Rampalji Maharajji with the mercy of Sant Rampalji Maharajji, since our child did not have to undergo stone operation and he got cured.
Muhammad Siraj Khan ji, did you use any intoxicant too?
Yes, I used to drink a lot. When I used to come home after work, I used to drink alcohol, ganja, cannabis, cigarette with my companions. I used to do every type of intoxication. But with the mercy of Saint Rampalji Maharajji and after taking initiation, all the intoxicants were ended. And all our troubles went away. And by the mercy of Saint Rampalji Maharajji, today we have our own land.
Muhammad Siraj Khan ji, you took initiation from Saint Rampalji Maharajji and you are from Muslim community. So did you become a Hindu after taking initiation from Sant Rampalji Maharajji?
No, Sarji. Our Saint Rampalji Maharaj does not convert anyone into Hindu religion. Our Saint Rampalji Maharaj says that if you are Muslim, then stay Muslim. But look at your scriptures and do the devotional according to method given in your scriptures. Our Sant Rampalji Maharaj says to Hindu also to follow your scripture of Hindu religion. Compare your devotion with their texts. What the scripture tell and do that devotion. Our Sant Rampalji Maharajji tells this.
How can one take initiation from Sant Rampalji Maharajji?
To take initiation from Sant Rampalji Maharajji, his discourses come on different TV channels on which yellow stripes are visible with numbers. Take the number from that yellow strip and contact your nearest center and take initiation and get your welfare done.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You were listening to the auspicious discourses of Jagadguru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampalji Maharaj. For more details, visit our website www.jagadgururampalji.org. With the blessings of Sant Rampalji Maharaj, there are more than 500 Naam Diksha centers all over the world, where free online initiation is being given. To know about your nearest Naam Diksha center, please contact 8222